There is something I believe everyone has experienced: moments of fatigue, heaviness in the chest, or the feeling that your heart is beating strangely fast. We often blame stress at work, the weather, or just a busy day, but few people know that the small habits we repeat every day, and the foods that seem harmless, are quietly wearing down our hearts little by little. I still remember the first time I read a study about diet and heart health. Experts said, the heart doesn't collapse in a day, it weakens from the tiny choices we overlook, and from that moment, I began to look back at the things I did every single day. The first thing that harms the heart is refined sugar. It hides in milk tea, soft drinks, candies, things that give us a few minutes of joy but in reality raise our blood fats, cause insulin resistance, and push our blood vessels into inflammation. Just one can of soda a day can increase the risk of heart disease by 20–30%. That is a very high price for a sweetness that lasts only seconds. Next is trans fat, commonly found in fried foods, potato chips, cookies, and fast food. Science has proven that trans fats raise bad cholesterol, lower good cholesterol, and are among the strongest silent killers of the heart. Some people say, I only eat it occasionally. But occasionally plus occasionally becomes often before we know it. Another culprit is red meat and processed meats like sausages, ham, and bacon. These contain large amounts of sodium and nitrites, which can raise blood pressure and promote atherosclerosis. The heart doesn't get tired only because of fat. It also gets tired from fighting against the excess salt we take in every day. But food alone isn't the whole story. Our daily habits truly determine the lifespan of the heart. The habit of sitting for too long, especially working in front of a computer for 6 to 8 hours a day, reduces blood circulation, causes plaque buildup, and increases the risk of blood clots. Just a few minutes of standing up, stretching, or walking between tasks can make a big difference for your heart. The habit of staying up late is equally dangerous. When we sleep too little, stress hormones rise, and blood pressure doesn't decrease as it normally should. Both the heart and blood vessels are forced into overtime. One late night may seem harmless, but after years, it becomes a heavy burden. And there is something many people misunderstand: chronic stress. The heart doesn't tire only from food or movement, it also tires from emotions. When stress continues day after day, the body releases cortisol and adrenaline, causing the heart to beat faster, blood pressure to rise, and blood vessels to constrict. No heart can endure that forever. The most important thing is this: the heart doesn't protest immediately, it silently endures, and by the time we notice, it is often too late. So, if you're hearing this today, take a moment to look at your choices. Cut down on sugar, say no to fried foods, eat less processed meat, sleep earlier, stand up more, and give your heart a moment of peace each day.